Good evening, one and all. A very warm welcome. Oh, stressed. I'll explain all in a minute. Just me tonight. No Kieran. Kieran's got to work again. So just me. You'll just have to put up with me. I did ask in my little WhatsApp group if anyone fancied joining me. They all went chicken. All went cowardly chicken. And Laurie said she had nothing of relevance to say. Can't believe that. Can't believe that at all. Pulling your leg, Lawrence. Lawrence? Laurie. Bang. Anyway, let's say hello to a few people. Craig, evening to you. Albert, evening Albert. A lot of Alberts and Craigs at the top. Having a chat while they're waiting for me. And apologies for being a couple of minutes late. Jim Mills, evening to you, Jim. The Vaping Snowman, evening to you. Kenny 2020. Mr. Intense, evening Mr. Intense. Thank you, YouTube. You're now live. Who else have we got on here? Craig, evening Craig. Yeah, I like that, Craig. I'll put that on the screen. Yeah, very wise man. I did ask Craig if you wanted to come on at night as well, but bottled it. Absolutely bottled it. But evening to you, Craig. Adrian, I think did I say you? I've said it now. Mick King, evening Mick. Who else we got? Albert Valenti, evening Albert. Adrian again. Daniel, evening Daniel. There's not too many more to go through, is there? Mr. Intense, I've said. Daniel. Mr. Intense, Kenny. I think you've done this on purpose, just so I have to scroll. Mick, I've said, obviously. I could just read Daniel's, couldn't I? Good evening, Craig, Kenny, Mick, James. Go through it that way. Kenny don't drink because of hangovers. Righto. James, evening to you. Neil Pitts, evening Neil. Who else have we got? I think that's pretty much it, isn't it? No, Phoenix Vapes, evening Phoenix Vapes. Lynn Smith, another one of my spanners, evening to you. Jaya, evening Jaya. Who else we got? Jim Mills, I think I said. Gary Tucker, evening Gary. On its way, you said I couldn't see you. Couldn't see it. Did you order it in someone else's name, Gary? Not sure. Or did I just miss your order? Hopefully not. Look at this. Look. Whoops. Pressed the moved as I pressed it. Craig says, new camera soon, and I'll be on every week without my wig. What about that? Coil, evening Coil, and Grateful Ant, evening to you. Right. So, should we do it on Vaping On, or should I just tell you I'm going to flying solo. Yeah, I'm flying solo tonight. Kieran's got to work. And he said he might not, this has happened a lot of times lately, hasn't it? And he says work is just really, he's under pressure at work, and I think they're short-staffed, can't employ people. So, maybe in the future, I don't know, whether he's got work every Tuesday, change his shifts or something, I don't know. But no doubt, all will become clear. We'll have a chat tomorrow, find out. And no doubt Kieran will be on and explain it all himself in due time. So, but yeah, been on my own a lot. It doesn't really bother me being on my own, to be fair. I'll just waffle a load of rubbish anyway. But it is sometimes easier with two because, two people's input is sometimes better than one. But I'll do the best I can. Just on a note of that, Northwest, I see you're in chat, evening to you. Right, well, I think probably I'll just say it before I say what I'm vaping on. I potentially might have to shut down the stream and go, mother. And we're not sure if she's fallen or not. And someone's going around there to find out. So if she has, I might have to go and do the dutiful son bit and go and pick her up again. Gets a worry when you get older, doesn't it? Really does. We've got I put a camera in her lounge so I can see if she's in her chair. She knows it's there. It's all up, up front, not a problem. And so I can see if she's all right. And in a chair, nothing there isn't a problem. And as part of the dementia, I think she saw the light flashing on it or something. So she got the scissors and just cut the cable. Bosh. So I put another cable in, and it's been disconnected tonight as well. I'm not sure why. So all a bit stressful, especially when you're about to come on and do your YouTube stream. But there you go. So I've explained it. If I have to just say, sorry, I got to go, I'll get a message on my phone, I'll have to go. All right, I hope you all understand. Whew, that's out of the way. Neil Pitts, evening to you. Did you ever get the damn vape? Let's put that on there. Did you ever get the damn vape temporal borrow in and try it? I have one coming just to use in a sup box because of the top airflow and no condensation on the bottom. No, I've never tried one, Neil. I don't. Have they sending me one? Not sure. I don't know, but I haven't had one yet, so I haven't tried one. Right, what am I vaping on? I'm on this deal. Oh, I've got green screen on. I'm on this with no battery. I'll tell you what. Put the table on as well. There you go. Just to show it has got a battery. There you go. Loving this little mod. It's lovely. This little setup. Very nice indeed. The table camera is white, by the way, because I was doing a review on, when did I do that? Sunday. Spent nearly all. Oh, I'll get to that in a bit. Stressful one that was. Right, I'm also on my. God, Jesus. Near the camera there, my pennon with the Nico on top and a random drip tip. Got the Virginia in there. I've also got no, I haven't got. I've got Black Cavendish in this one, and Virginia in the other. And reaching across this, who was it? Legend in our little chat. He held up that he was vaping on this on his sup box with the K-Fun on top. Put it on there for you so you can see it. And I thought, cool, that works well. Nice balanced height. I'll give that a go. Excuse my funky drunky drip tip. So, and I must admit, I've been using this a lot. It's heavy. It is heavy when you got this, as a combo. That RTA is really good, really good. I like that. That is the authentic K-Fun on that one. But yeah, I just think they've got so much right with this. I have done a little review. I'm not overly keen on that drip tip, to be honest with you. But what I did do the other day, let's put my little YEC one in it. And I think this actually looks good, and I prefer it to vape on like that. There you go. I don't think that looks bad at all. Hold it in a normal camera shot. There you go. It's amazing. I never used to think a drip tip made so much difference, but it does. I need another one of those YEC drip tips, don't I? because this K-phone one doesn't fit on here. Because with the K-phone, you got the domed bottom on the drip tip, so it doesn't fit everything. What else have I got? I've got one here somewhere. This will do, I think. This one. If I can get it out. There you go. Let's put that one on there. That looks alright, doesn't it? That looks alright. There you go. So, and I think that's pretty much all. Oh, and I did get this through. I dropped it actually. But it's the little Slim. You can see the chink in the bottom. I dropped it. Slim. It's their newer little pod device. Is that me as well? Oh no, that's the light, isn't it? It's where the light comes on. I thought, God, have I chipped that side as well? I actually, if you're going to have a Slim, I actually think that's a better format, to be fair. And you get the button as well. Whereas this one, it's like the SE. You get no button. So yeah, just don't feel quite right somehow. This little square is small. This bloody camera. Let's take that table camera off. There, gone. So it just is small, but it just doesn't. I don't know how to explain it. It just doesn't feel right. So there you go. I can't see that being used much. And the only other thing I've got here is the new Ambition Mods one. I'm not going to lie, I haven't even vaped this since, was it 2 weeks ago? I think it was 2 weeks ago when I did the show and showed you all. Let's have a little vape. Oh dear. Oops. Have a listen. Bit gluggy in there. I think there's a bit of juice. It's cleared now, but yeah, I can see them being on special offer very shortly after release. Not by me, not stocking them. Right, what's everyone else been saying? Kenny, I might know a guy who had a couple of old DSLRs up for grabs. Oh, I see. Yeah, of course, that's for Craig. Oh, I think I know who you mean as well, Kenny. That's subtle and harsh. Weekly special guest, just a thought. Who's that then, Coyle? Yeah, Craig's clicked as well, I think. Better off getting a new phone. Thanks, Adrian. Do fine on your own. Just miss our other friends. Yeah, I know. It's people come and go, don't they? I dare say they'll pop in from time to time. Haven't actually heard from Jackson. I don't know what Jackson's doing. Has he still got his YouTube video channel up? Because I haven't heard a thing from Jackson. So I wish him all the best. Roy, haven't heard anything from Roy, but I'm still on Facebook with him. I see the odd post. I think he's finally a granddad. Did I read that very briefly? I think so. Rufus, got one eye on the football. What's that football on tonight? You can tell I'm not a football fan, can't you? It's probably England or something. Who's playing tonight? Football. I don't even know. Righto. Who else? What else have we got on here? Rufus, always one eye on the balls. Yeah, absolutely. Great. Right. Anyone else with anything to say? Coyle, the Hussar Bridge is awesome. Yes, it really, really is. I did. Now, what did I do with that? I set one up for Tina as well. What's in there? What have we got in here? And I've kept another one for myself because I want 2 on the go. Oh, I'm done with it. The AMU. Here it is. Bom bom bom. There you go. It does have its uses. So kept a spare one. I think I put both sets. Why did I put both sets of it? Right. Yes. This one, I had a problem. And I don't think it's going to be general. I think it's just an odd one. It's just machined. In general, it's superb. There you are, you can see it. But this one, it didn't drill the hole straight in the bottom. See if I can. There you go, look. Faulty. So, and most, they should be like that. So I think it just hit the machine wrong. So, yeah, faulty one. But, that's not the norm. Setting that aside, brilliant. Really, really good. Lovely little decking on here. Look at that. Tiny little build deck, but it really works. Works really well. There you go. And just trap your cotton inside there and snip, all done. But yeah, love that bridge, really nice. So like it so much. I mean, these are the 5A ones. I think I'm going to buy the authentic, to be honest. So yeah, I like it that much. Dush. So Hussa Bridge, there you go. Mark, love my little KBR also. So do I. It's just so compact. The only thing I did do the other day was it was in my pocket and I heard it going. And that button is, if you've got it in your pocket, it is quite easy to auto fire. Not auto fire, but go off in your pocket because it's, so show you. You can see it on the side there, so it doesn't take a lot of pushing. You can, of course, take the panel off, so you haven't got it on there at all. But who wants to vape it like that? Not I. But yeah, love it. The little KBR. If you'd have said to me a couple of years ago, can they make anything this small with a borrow tank in it, I wouldn't have believed it. I had, now what do I do with that? Here. I had my billet box out a couple of weeks ago. And just to show I'm a man of my word. I took it all apart. I did it on the show, didn't I? But you see, that looks like that damp is still in there, and I dried that out. Let's just make sure it works with a battery. This could go bandy. There you go. That works. That's the DNA chip inside that one. So yeah, but I took all the panels off and dried it all out, but it looks like despite that moist, so I might actually do that again. God, these batteries are tight in here, aren't they? There you go. That's got it. Smack. Bosh. Put that at the side there. Put that battery there. That'll do. What's Craig? Rent bills? Yeah, we're all struggling, some more than others, Craig. Grateful Ant. Eden and Grateful Ant, did I say hello to you? I'm not sure. Mark Trigwell, I think, yeah, I did say hello to you, Mark, because you were saying about the KBR. Lynn, the Ed Pennon is a good mod. Yeah, it is. I like the Ed Pennon. I've been using this for some time. You can always tell when you've got a mod you like. The surface loses its sort of scratchy edge. It becomes smooth after a while. Get Patreon help. Patreon. I haven't got Patreon. I know what you mean. I'm being facetious. What's the word? Kenny, are you getting the converter mods back in? Yeah, I will. Hopefully I will. I'm not sure I'm actually making them at the moment, but yeah, I like the converter and it's been a good product. So yeah, hopefully I will. Let's take that table cam off. Right, I'm really enjoying the Ambition, Craig. I'm really enjoying that Ambition Mods Easy mod. I know it's old, but that chip is decent and the mod feels nice. It is nice. I've always liked the Easy mod. That's not one there. Thought it was. This is one. I think I've got several of these things laying around. Easy mods. Bound to be a few more. I've got a lot of stuff on the floor because doing the hopefully one or two of you have seen it. I did a mixing review for La Tabaccaria predominantly on Sunday, and it's got to be one of the hardest. It wasn't really a review; it's more of a tutorial. But it was one of the hardest ones I've ever done to try and explain from the start what you've got to do and try and put it. That's right. Most of you in chat, probably all of you, know what to do, but it was aimed more at the person that's perhaps frightened of mixing their own juice, and just trying to give them an ABC guide of how to do it. But to plan that in your head as to how to do it and make it simple for people to understand, I struggled. I'm not going to lie, I really struggled. But if any of you saw it, hopefully it came across okay. But yeah, it was a hard one. One, sometimes you're in a comfort zone, aren't you? You get an RTA or something, new mouth to lung RTA, and you think, yeah, you put a build in it, you try it for a few days, and you think, right, I'll do a review now. I'll either open the second one that they gave me, or that's clean, or wash that one out and make a build from there. And you know what you're doing. You're straightforward, but mixing juice on that's why the table is clear, because obviously there wasn't room on the mat, on my usual little mat, to do it. So there you go. But as I say, hopefully if anyone saw it, watched it, let me know what you think, because it was a bit of a struggle. Mark, yeah, I use YEC on my K-Fun X also. Oh, right, do you, on the K-Fun? I think it looks all right in there. So, now, Mark, I know that some people think, God, that's an expensive drip tip. But I'll ask you a question. If you lost it, would you buy another one? That's my question to you, Mark. Got the mix, but fancy another side-by-side mod, Kenny? Yeah, the mix is really good. Solid mod, that is. I'm going to tell you as well, I thought, I want to take one apart and see what the chip's like, because it's obviously a copy, if you like, of a DNA 60 chip. Very similar. So I took it apart, and I have to say, I struggled to get it apart. That thing is made so well. It is the best made mass production mod I've ever seen in my life. It's the chip is encased in a little plastic box which slides in, which, do you know what I mean? Everything, and the chip itself, the soldering is bob on. It really is. It's really well made. So it's not surprising. I think one or two people in chat the other week said, oh, I've got one of them, and I've had it. It looks a bit like battle scarred, but you know, still going strong. Well, that's why, because they are made well, really well. So I was pleasantly surprised. And you might ask why else I took that apart. Shall I tell you? Yeah, I'll tell you. I thought I want to make a tab, a build tab. And I thought, can I use that chip? Can I utilise that chip and make a nice build tab? Because I've got the 510 bit, I've got the buttons, I've got everything I want. More about that in the future. I'm convinced I can. So we'll have a go at that later. Might even make a, I don't know. Well, let me get to it. More to come, more to come. Phoenix Vapes. Will you be getting any doors panels for the KBR? Yeah, there's only I suppose, yeah, there's the indoors as well. Yeah, if they make them, I reckon I will. I want to get some more as well because you know they are selling well, and you know I don't want to run out. I want more. Really, I love it. I do. I absolutely love it. I think that's obvious. I'll shut up. The Ambition Mods one on Naturevape is decent, Kenny. All right, the easy side, I think it's called. Yeah, it's the easy mod, the one that was here. There's another one without an RTI in it. That's the one that Craig means there. So it's a side by side easy mod, and I'm not sure if this one was my DNA one. I'm not sure. I put a DNA 60 chip in one of them, but this one's one that I've used a lot because again you can feel it's shiny, smooth. But yeah, that's the one. I keep stuffing things on this table. I need a couple of shelves up there. That's what I need to put some of this stuff away because it's like I'm not going to show you all my desk of shame, but it is a desk of shame. Maybe I'll do it for charity one night. Oh, Mark's got an Ed Pennon on the way. Lovely. You'll like that. Really good. Really good. Naturevape, Daniel, Mark. How do you fill that little slim butt plug or top fill? Are you talking about this one, Daniel? It doesn't matter whether you're talking about this one or this one. They're the same. Basically, just take the same pod, and it's got the little silicone peel at the bottom there. So this one takes the same pod as the pen-like one. That yek looks comfy. Who sells them? Jim Mills. What, you mean the drip tip? We do. We do. Yeah, we've got them. What's this? With Kenny. Vaping with Craig. Get on Rumble. You'll be 100 air in a small 30 years. Righto. Thank you, Mark. Mark's answered for me. I didn't see that. Is that? I'm not sure what Kenny's saying. Is that he's got there? I don't know. Don't know. There's basically, if you are asking about the drip tip, there's 3 types. One's got a peak top. One's got a Delrin, a white one, and one's a Delrin black. So black, white, or peak. When peak is like a grey colour. Jonathan, evening Jonathan. I picked up a Slim V2 for me and the wife a couple of weeks ago. Brilliant little pods. I'm still on my first pod with Nick salts. Yeah, they are. I think the Slim takes some beat, and I've tried others, and some are, you think, this is probably about as good as a Slim, but that seems, for me anyway, is the benchmark, and this has sat here for a couple of weeks. That still vape's fine. Still vape's fine. A little bit, the taste isn't really there, but it won't be. It's not been used for 2 weeks, so not bad. Wait till winter and everyone will return. Oh, yeah, I see on the... Yeah, you're probably right, Craig. Yeah, but it's not really summer now, is it? Nights are pulling in. Is it going to be the winter of discontent? So we've got the Conservatives all bickering already. Well done them. You couldn't make it up, could you? You really couldn't. Ah, thank you, Rufus. He's told me he's playing football. Liverpool versus Rangers. There you go. I feel bad for knowing that. Not a football fan. You can tell. I don't mind watching football. I would never like stay in to watch it. If it's on, I'll watch it and I'll quite enjoy it. But you know, I think you're either a footy person or you're not. Yeah, nothing better to do in the winter. Daniel, what's he putting? I haven't heard out from Jackson myself. Tried ringing but got cut off. Then saw Instagram picture him selling all the stuff I'd bought for him and given him. Shame, really. All right. Okay, yeah. Well, sometimes reviewing's not for everyone, is it? And I haven't personally. I haven't done a review. I did a real quick. So, you know, quick sort of first chuck a build in the K-Fund sort of thing. And I've done this juice review. But that juice review, mixing review, that literally took me all of Sunday afternoon. And I guess that's not so bad for me because I'll probably have 100 people watch it quite quickly. And you think, that's okay, there's 100 people interested in what I've got to say. But especially when you first start reviewing and you spend that maybe even longer than that Sunday afternoon because you're not used to doing it. And, you know, you've edited it, you've stressed, you've told the kids to shut up because you're busy and all. They've got tongue pie off the missus, you know, for, you know, you never speak to me and all the rest of it. And then you get like 8 people watch it and you think, what's that worth giving up my Sunday afternoon for? So I can see that, and I'm not saying Jackson only got 8. He didn't. He you know, he got good numbers. He actually did better than most, but it's easy to get disheartened if someone's going to start reviewing because they think I'm going to all of a sudden get 5,000 subscribers just like that. Bang, you're not. I don't care how good you are, you're not. Even if you bring drama into it, you're not. It's because it's not the way it is. And that's not a good reason to ever want to do a review in the first place, in my opinion. Do it because you like it. Do it because it's your hobby, because you're interested in it, then great. But do it without such high expectations, I guess, would be my recommendation for anyone thinking of doing reviews. Not that it's got jack to do with me. Oh, Jackson. No pun intended. Kenny, gonna need to get a borrowed device just so I can confidently mock them. Yeah. You can't criticise it till you've had it, can you? Yeah, I mean, you haven't got to spend a fortune, Kenny. Something like, actually, the best beginner's one, I think, is the... Where's mine? Here. You can see I've had to put everything on the floor. The Mod 2. That's a good little device, that is. And if you want something quite sort of cheap and cheerful to get you going, or of course there's things like the Ed BXR and stuff like that. You know, they're not overly dear, are they? So they've got a battery in it. Yeah, I'm terrible. Haven't used that for a little while. Right, Phoenix, the Hussar, AMU and KBR is a perfect match using it non-stop. Yeah, I mean, I have as well, Phoenix vapes, and you know, it takes some beating, doesn't it? Really does. Ooh, have you seen the new all-in-one by Yeehee? No, I haven't, Jonathan. I haven't seen that at all. I'll have a look out for that. The only thing I'd say about Yeehee is their chip, I find. Where's that Y stick? Here. I bought this and paid a fortune for this. Table cam, Y stick. I fancied it. It was it's dirty inside, isn't it? Long time ago. To be fair, there's very few RTAs that will fit it and look decent. Probably the Nico will. Let's have a look. The problem I always had with it was the height of the RTA. Actually, this is probably one of the best ones I've ever tried. But then you can't open it to fill it. How are you going to fill that? But I'm pretty sure this has got the Yeehee chip. Let me just put a battery in. And the point to me saying all this is that positive down. Cool, that's tight. These molly cells are always fatter, aren't they? Everyone else noticed that. There, put it in that way. They're slightly, whether it's the wrap they put on a molly cell is slightly thicker. It's got to be what I said. Turn, 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 turn. My dodgy old fingers. Yeah, there you go. Look, Yeehee chip. SX350J chip. Oh, why don't that work? Ooh. It did momentarily, didn't it? Oh, there we go. It's firing up again. £13. There you go. That'll be right. So I like that. That is nice. And actually, I hadn't thought of putting the Nico in that. But it's the point of the story was this Yeehee chip. If you leave it standing for any length of time, it seems to something's working in the background of the Yeehee chip, and it goes flat so much quicker than something like the DNA chip. So personally, for me, some people love the Yeehee chips, absolutely love them, and they do vape well. I'll give them that. The vape quality is good. It's like they're correcting and all the time, all the way through it. I just noticed I got this in novice mode. But yeah, from the point of view of drain the bat, I just prefer DNA chip. That's what I prefer. So what about everyone in chat? DNA or Yeehee? So that was a long-winded way of talking about that, wasn't it? You could try and get Scarlett Johansson and Sandra Bullock on. They might even vape. Well, if you're listening, Sandra, if you want to come on. That new Yeehee one is the one I'm going to get. 30 quid. Wow. It's clearly not got that kind of chip in it. 30 quid. Do you know what? I can't remember what I paid for this Y stick. It is a Y stick, isn't it? Yeah. I can't remember what I paid for it, but it was stupid money. And when I bought it, I thought, did I need that? Did I really need that? But there you go. Neil. Mark, have you ever tried a juice with plum flavour in it? I have an apple, pear, plum juice, and the flavour profile is so different with the plum flavour in. but it's good. No, I don't think I've ever tried plum. I don't think I have. The question in my mind was, and I've seen a little bit of this in our little WhatsApp group, using the Latabacaria as a background, putting something on top. Like I mean, Drake's they did cherry, didn't they, and mango, whiskey. But yeah, I don't know. So a nice concoction using the Latabacaria as the tobacco base, and then build from that. I'm just be interested what you'll think would go well with that. We could do it ourselves and see what we get, see what the result is. Free the mind. Evening to you. Just ordered that bridge today from you and the K Fund. Well, you are obviously a person of taste and quality. I think you'll love both. Kenny, I just hope I can keep it together when it says yee to me. I think I may know where you're coming from, Kenny. Craig, that yee garbage, you nuts, Kerry, get a pulse. When it breaks, they will send the Pulse version 1. Eh? 1.S? 1.5? I don't know. But 30 quid, that's cheap for the yee, isn't it? How times have changed. Dot tanks for the yee, but need an adapter separately. Oh, really? Do you? So why don't they just, if it takes a borrow tank, why not just make everything to take a borrow tank, like a one size fits all? Wouldn't that be better? Because the borrow tank is tried, tested. You know, its physical size format is good, and there are variants between sliding the glass down, filling a bung. Just keep that size. I think make them fit. Go off one size and make it fit your mod. That's my belief. So we all interchange and have fun. Adrian says, I find that e-liquid never dries out. I don't know what that was for. But there you go. Obviously, I've missed something there. Sorry about that if I did. Keep an eye out for the clearance section. Yeah, absolutely. You've got to keep an eye out for a bit of clearance. Definitely. Peter247 just popped in to say hello. Good evening, Peter. Good evening to you. Do you still have the Ed Balance? Yeah, we've still got the 1 or 2. We're out of black and stainless steel. Other than there's one on hold. But yeah, in general we are. Till I get some more. That's Kenny and Craig having a chat within chat. So, oh, thank you, Jonathan. I'll put your comment on the screen because it's important. Was a good. I hope it was, Jonathan. On a serious note, because it was hard to do, and some people are still frightened. You wouldn't believe how many emails I get. I want to order Latabacaria. Can I just confirm with you I've got the right amount that I need to put in? And they'll give me a list of what they think it is. And it just goes on and on. And I just think if I make a video as well that I can just refer them to and they can work it out from there, perfect. Mark says, yes, scales are the way to go. Yeah, we sold out. All the scales are gone. There's more arriving tomorrow. So not a problem. But yeah. I didn't buy that many, to be honest. I can't remember how many I did buy now. 10 or 20? But anyway, yeah, they're all gone. So it's nice that you guys, not just you, other people have adopted what I suggest. And, that means a lot. It does. Thank you, Adrian. It's very good personal guidance. I've never had that as a report on my work before. No, I appreciate it, Adrian. Thank you. Dealer's scales. Absolutely. I wish I could buy 5. Ah, right, there you go. That's from Mark. He wishes he could buy 5 of those drip. They really are that nice. Why? Why are they that much nicer than anything else? Weird, isn't it? Weird. They prefer medicinal outlet scales. Righto. My local value store used to call them jewellery scales. Well, I suppose they were jewellery scales, but they just it was at Craig. I'm sure it's Craig in chat that suggested to me these scales. They're actually here, look, still down beside me in a little box, so like a little travelling case. And it was Craig that suggested them to me. I bought a set on his recommendation, and once I bought them, I thought, you know what, they're the best little scales I've ever used. And 20 quid, I thought, I'll have some of them, and I've got them in on the site, for other people to use. We can all waste money buying what we think will be right, and it isn't. So, perfect. And they charge up on a micro USB as well. Was that when they came in velvet cases with the pans? Yeah, they used to, didn't they? Used to get some little weights at the top. Yeah, I remember that. Because I'm old. Stuart Dill bought 21700 Molly cell it from battery 101 shit battery. Won't read mod, cut mod off, others work okay. Yeah, that was my comment about Molly cells. Do you know what I don't know, Stuart. We ought to have probably not time tonight, but we ought to have a battery debate, because I think I might have touched on it the other week, a couple of weeks ago. I just find that I get, I'm not going to lie, in this one, you're not supposed to have these. What's in this one? Is it written on here? Or is it the new 30Qs that they've got written on? Not for vape. No, it doesn't actually say it. Well, it says on the Sony, do not use outside of battery pack. You can't see it on there, can you? Trust me, it's here. You can see it there. It's on my forehead. There's the battery. And they don't. I got a cease and desist order from Sony for selling them. Not these, the older VCDC 5s. And also I got one from Samsung for selling 30Qs in 25 hours. But I just thought, I use this Sony battery and that will last. If I put it in the morning, it will last me all day, all night, and until I go to bed. But a Molly cell will last me till about 7 o'clock. I just think, why? Why are they underperforming, what I think these are? But they're a lot cheaper, to be fair. But, of course it wouldn't work, would it? It will when I click it 5 times. Yeah, so perhaps we need a proper chat about batteries one night. But yeah, the Molly cells, what have we got in this one? In the suck box. Yeah, here we go. These are, I think, my favourite batteries of all time. They are the LG, the brown LGs. Are the HE4s? I think that's what they are. These don't actually have a warning on them, but love that battery. And, they're never oversized, and they seem to just work. So, anyway, it's a personal preference, but don't know what to tell you. Even the Aspire ones that I got, they work better than a Molly cell, I think. What do I sell? Molly cell. What a bloody awful salesman I am. But you got to say it how it is, haven't you? Molly cells are the only batteries that are recommended, shall we say, for vaping. None of the others are, but we don't always have to do what's recommended in life, do we, to get the best outcome? Let's put it that way. I think I've probably said enough. I think you'll all understand. Kenny, it's pretty much the same as the mix, isn't it? Looking little thing need to grab one. Yeah, the mix is good. The mix is good. So thank you, Stuart Dill, for pulling that little speech out of me that I shouldn't probably have said. Jonathan, have you tried the Aviator by RTA by SXK? No, I haven't, but it looks nice. I would like to try that. Would like to. Out of stock. Out of stock for what? The Fogstar. I've gone off Molly cells too, just not the same hit to me as Daniel. Yeah, you see, interesting that a lot of people think the same. The trouble is, what do? Do you? Oh God! Do you put a Naturevape wrap on one and say it's the Naturevape battery? Because I can't sell Samsungs and Sonys. But whether Sony have changed their mind now they've been bought out, I don't know. It might be worth a punt now. But maybe I could sell that. We'll have a look into it. But they're good. The Sonys are good. Very good. Just grab some Samsung 40Ts. Yeah. The Great Depression of 2022. I said it would happen. Yeah, so did I. So did I. I said a long time ago that we'd have massive inflation. And boy, when I said that, I didn't think it would be this much. So even I underplayed it. And that was a long time. That was when we first went in lockdown. I said, we'll have that. It's obvious. You can't give the whole country loads of money and print all this money without bringing on inflation. Is that not obvious? It was obvious to me. And with inflation, normally up goes the interest rate. And that's exactly what's happened. Anyway, enough politics. I'll depress myself. Do you find that, if you're like me, you feel you have to watch the news because you want to know what's going on, but you watch it, and I haven't got a cat, but you want to kick the cat? Do you know what I mean? You actually feel like crap after you've watched the news, but you feel you should watch it to know what's going on. Craig, so when's the True Tank V2 coming? Obviously not with EH Pro. No, not with EH Pro. No, EH Pro were fighting fit and financially sound when they made the True Tank, but things went downhill after that. They went downhill. So no, not with them. But I don't know. Don't know on that one. If I did one, I think I'd like to get it made in this country. By British. Trouble is, it wouldn't be 25, 30 quid, would it? It'd be 80, probably. But it'd just be nice, wouldn't it? Why can't we make our own stuff rather than keep buying from overseas? But there, that's more politics. Let's move on. Kenny, the juice review was straightforward for idiots like me. Made me realise how easy it is after everyone telling me for weeks. Well, Kenny, music to my ears. That's brilliant. It's easy when you understand it, and it's not that difficult. But when you do understand it, and you get to know the numbers, how many nick shots you want, blah blah blah, and even using 72 milligram nicotine. But when you understand, it's easy, isn't it? But it's like driving a car. Well, it's easy, isn't it? But if you haven't driven a car before, it's actually not very easy. So it was just, my way of trying to explain in a straightforward way how to go about it from start to finish. Anyway, I've said that before. So, but I'm glad, Kenny, it worked well for you. Septic smeg. I don't know what that is. I don't know. Oh, are you talking about? No. Go on. I'll move on. No, I think stick to your Samsungs, Kenny. I think they'll serve you well. Well, there's lots of that Craig. What are they talking about? I don't know what they're on about, Craig and, and Rufus. No idea. I'm going to skip through a bit. I don't know. Honestly, don't know what they're talking about. The Aspire thing looks no bad. I don't know. I haven't got the Aspire. Oh, there's the Nico in here, but I haven't got the Mix mod here. Tina's using a couple at the moment, and yeah, and the KBR. So Tina's got 3 on the go at the minute. I don't know. I don't know what they're on about. Honestly, don't. Jim, is there much difference to the mouthfeel of those yicks? I'll call them yicks with 3 different materials. No, I don't think there is, because I've tried the Peak one as well. They all feel the same, really, in your mouth. I honestly don't know why they feel so good, but they do. Whether it's because they're made of titanium or I just don't know. Don't know. No idea. But yeah, the tops don't seem to matter. And they're pressed on, the tops. In fact, I dropped mine. Is it this one? Yeah, I dropped it. And it does actually come off now. But when I put it on, it stays on, so that's okay. I could glue it, I suppose. I'm not bothered. Mark says, yeah, get the 508 BXR. It's good. BXR is good. That's nice. Still a chat within chat. Yeehee overcomplicates things, Craig. Yeah, I think they do. Certainly, you know, with this, that's why I've got it in novice mode. I thought, what more do you want? You either want temperature control, don't you, or you want to put it in wattage mode. So you don't really need all the other bits and pieces that Yeehee try and pack into their board, and it's huge. The physical size of their chip is massive, isn't it, compared to others? So yeah, I think they are trying to pack a lot in. Mark's got the Peak and like the feel. Yeah, they all feel kind of the same, Mark. So, but they're all good. Kenny, gonna have a nosy. Yep. Okay then. Okay, and Kenny. Yeah, I think most of what we talked about is on the site, including the Molly cells, but I didn't promote them very well. Must try harder. Jonathan, same issue with the G-Class. Had battery drain to the point it would kill the batteries almost. And they do, don't they? That's what I've noticed. It's like there's something working in the background all the time that drains those batteries. I'm not even going to read that, Craig. Neobidin whatever. So what's the poll ended up? Rufus DNA, Adrian DNA, Lynn Smith DNA, Paul DNA. Fee high for me, Kenny. Dyko's, yeah, Dyko's good shit. Mick King, yep. Eden Mick. Daniel never had a Yeehee, but loved the 2 DNAs. DNA for Mark Robinson. Craig, Trisha loved testing DNA. She did indeed. Is this on the G-Class 2, the battery problem? DNA for Craig. Johan. Hello, Mark, and all. Evening to you, Johan. Not to be fussed about chips unless I'm eating them, was Jaya. I bought a Lost Vape DNA, I'll call it a Thelma, when drunk last year, thanks to Benny Vapes. Was a good deal, though. Yeah, they're pretty good, Lost Vape. Quite like them. I hear Drake's is coming back. Yeah, I've had a message from Dan at Drake's, and yeah, he's apparently is coming back, and I think it's December. Thinking of launching the products again, so we'll just have to see. We'll have to see. So it's yeah, we'll just have to wait and see. See what happens. That's what we'll do. It's a weird one, isn't it? Because I probably wouldn't, if Drake's would have carried on, I probably wouldn't have looked any further afield. But you know, I found the La Tabaccaria, and yeah, well, boy, I'm glad I did. You know, that's all I can say, because quality, high quality. In fact, the review that some of you clearly watched, I did say there'd be a little line of froth at the top. And that's what you get for anyone that's worried. I read a couple of comments. They said there's this line of, like a Guinness line at the top. But that's quite normal. This was mixed from Sunday. But if you bake it, shape it, does everyone like my bounce, 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 bounce? that then goes. So, yeah. So I'm just wondering, this is 3 milligram strength Virginia. How could I offer that up as an award, shall we say? What can we do? Have a think. What can we do? Must be something, and I'll donate it to someone out there. Hopefully, someone in chat. That's a good idea. Is there anybody in chat? Because I'm not going to lie. Although I said this is exactly what I'm vaping in the review, it is. But mine's at 9 milligram strength. That's at 3. But if there's anyone in the chat who vapes 3 milligram and fancies a go at this La Tabaccaria, hasn't tried it, yell out and I'll send it to you. Can't say. Rather than do a competition, give it to the wrong person. Let's do it that way. Or someone that has got a plan for it. Let's put it that way. Crikey, where's the time flying? Is there going to be a True Tank borrow? Well, what about that? That would be good, wouldn't it? That would be good. I've got to say, I think this AMU by Husser, that takes some beating. It really does. If I was designing one, this would be my design. So it's, you know, when you can just put the wick through and you push down an arc over the side, a bit like, what was the old one that used to do that but didn't do it as well as this? The Exocet. That was similar, but the Exocet was too domed, I found. But this one isn't. This one just works. Naturevape, the drying comment of e-liquid never dries out was a relation to your billet box. Oh, I see. Thanks, Adrian. Yeah, I've got you now. Yeah. No, e-liquid doesn't. But I thought I'd mopped it out, as I had a couple of, I don't know where they are, a couple of bits of, a bit of bog roll actually, and a couple of cotton wool buds. And I thought, Adrian, I'd got the bulk of it out. But no, it's still damp, isn't it? So what I tend to do, which I think I mentioned before, in the winter I'll put it underneath the wood burner, and that does seem to, whether it gets it hot enough or warm enough that it like runs off and soaks into the brick or something, I don't know, but it seems to work. Or lay it on a bit of kitchen roll, seems to work. Goal. Mr. Intense says, there is a goal. My billet box is still sitting with the innards hanging out dry, and I've tried to see if it's worked yet. Well done, Rufus. At least you acted on what we said. Hopefully it'll work for you. Neil, thanks for the second mix, and Nico, so pleased with both items. Anyone not tried them, give it a go. Great value and service from Mark. Thank you, Neil. Appreciate that. Means a lot. Would that be Craig that suggested them? Don't know. Oh, it was the scales. It was Craig. Yeah, I said that. Yeah, I did say that. Credit where it's due. Credit where it's due. Kids nowadays will never know the joy of finding some velvet scales under a couch with a five bit in there. So I've read about kids of today that think they're intelligent. We used to, in a car workshop manual, I'm going to get this wrong, but it's something like in a car workshop manual, we used to read how to do the valve clearances or something. Now you have to be told not to drink the battery acid. Oh, I thought it was quite good, quite true in a lot of respects. We just tied ourselves up in knots and red tape everywhere, haven't we? Fiver bits were a great way to spend dinner at school. Old McEwen's Lager, try for rolling. God, McEwen's Lager, I remember drinking that. They still make that stuff. I remember having McEwen's. What's Adrian put about these batteries? I've had dead LG and Samsungs, but as yet my molecells are all fine. Age always plays a part. Battery mooch. Yeah, fair play. I mean, they're quite a bit cheaper as well, aren't they? The molecells, and they're all. I'm not saying they're crap, but I just don't think they're on a par with like the Sonys and the LGs and the Samsungs. I really don't. Paul, that a bloody Ed KBRS? Yes, it is, Paul. Without a battery in it, although there is, but it's got a green wrap. I want to get a clear wrap for it. A clear 18650 battery wrap is what I want to get. Then it'll look like it's got a stainless steel tube down the side. I will be getting one soon. Galisi batteries for me, Barry Norman. Paul, get over it. I don't know what that's about. No idea. Jonathan uses a 30Qs. Good battery. Very good battery. Rufus uses molecells 99% of the time. Yep. Mark had an OG early doors. Great form factor. Craig, I just used a Samsung 25R. Still going strong, 4 years on. Amazing how long battery lasts being a mouth-to-lung vapor. Yeah, I mean, 25Rs, they were a good little battery. They were cheap as well, weren't they? I thought they were. Yeah, it's a workhorse. It is indeed. Rufus has found a new battery there. It's a variant on a Sony, I think. How did predicted spelling do that to you, Rufus? Who knows? Right, what's got? What's time? Well, we ought to do stocks. Well, I'm going to do these with a bit more pleasure this week because I actually think. I had a message. Of course, good job. That's good news. She's up. Right, good. Let me open my phone first before I show you all my information. Share the screen. Oh, I've got to put this thing up first, haven't I? Don't listen to a word I say. I talk complete and utter garbage. Everything I say was bound to be bad advice and consults an expert, not me. There you go. That's what that says. Right. Put the mobile up. And it worked. Okay, portfolio. I am up by £28.45. 47 pence. It just went up even more. I just made tuppence. So I'm actually really pleased with it. In a year where the stock market has just completely destroyed itself, I think that's all right, isn't it? It's got to be all right. We'll have a word about this at the end of this. Today, what did I buy today? I bought I was going to buy SSE, but I didn't. Now, what did I buy? Oh, I know what I bought. I bought, when I can find it, here, National Grid. That's what I bought. National Grid. Power Networks, blah, blah, blah. Pays a nice dividend. And on the year, it's a bizarre one, this, because I've actually got this in my main stock. It always sounds a bit knobbish when you call it a portfolio, doesn't it? So, in my other collection, that's what I'll say. And I bought it in March 2020, or it might have been April, a lot of it, when it was right down. Then it, you can see it here, look, triggered right up. And then I sold a lot of them. And I think I pretty much just left in there what the profit was, and they've come down since. So got that one right. It's nice when you do get it right. Let's go on the max. Where's March 2020? Is it here? Where's the date? Yeah, here we go. Oh no, that's 2021. Oh, 2019. It's got to be here. Bang, down there. Yeah, there it is, down there. If you can see that line, it's right in the middle of the screen where that green dot is, if you can see it, just bouncing there. That's where I bought them and had a little wavy time, and then it went right up, and that was when I sold them, or the bulk of them. So anyway, I thought National Grid, bit of dividends on there. So as you can see on the chart, I'll hold it still rather than flick it around. Even physical silver went up lovely. I think yesterday it went up about 8 or 9% in one day. How does that work? That physical silver, a tangible item that we've had for thousands and thousands of years, goes up and down, up and down, up and down. How does it go up 9% in one day? Why is it worth 9% more on a Tuesday than it was on a Monday? I don't get that. When the figures are, you know, so small, 9% is huge. Surely I can understand it going up 0.9%, but 9%, huge. Anyway, manipulation, methinks. So yeah, the physical silver, gold mining underneath that. So I've got quite a few now. Fresnillo, that's a silver miner, 21% up. Denison Mines is uranium, that's 28% up. Tesla 20. Physical platinum, that's up. So there's Energy Fuels Canada, that's uranium as well. So all the mining stocks that I bought that I was really kind of taking on the chin, they've all now come up nicely, like 9, 10%. Hecla Mining, Fortuna Silver, 10%. Wheaton Precious Metals, that's gold mainly, I think. They're a streamer, 8.7. So, yeah, all looking a lot better. There's quite a lot of green there. Going further down the list, there's some nasties, especially my punt on, where is it? Right at the bottom. E-Hang, 68% down. Whoa, glad I only put a tenner on it. But there you go. Can't worry about that. So, what I wanted to say, just quickly about these shares on this free share app, I'm not very happy with it because I got a message saying that I can upgrade, or they wanted me to upgrade and pay, I think it's $4.95 a month. And if I didn't, I wasn't able to buy some of the stocks, like Metalla Royalty. Is it still open or is the stock market shut? There you go. You currently have holdings in this instrument that you can sell at any time. To buy more, please upgrade to a paid plan. And that's not just Metalla Royalty, it's all the American stocks. Oh, Tesla's not. Made me look a liar. And what's that one? I thought it was mainly all the... Why have they... Wheat and precious metals, that's another one, look. So a lot of them are on a paid plan, and I thought, well, the idea of free share was you buy shares for free. So I'm not very happy with that. So I did say that I would do this until the end of the year. But yeah, Sandstorm Gold, that's the same. You know, if I want to buy more now, I can't, can I? So I did say that I was going to put £10 a week until the end of the year. That's what I'll continue to do. At the end of the year, we'll see what I've got, and I'll probably cash them all out and close the account and put them somewhere else. So we'll do something, because I just, you know, you're not talking about massive numbers here, are you? I mean, if I was putting in not £10 a week, if I was putting in £100 a week, then £5 a month isn't too bad. But I'm not. I'm only playing with little numbers here. So, and £5 a month is relatively a lot, considering how much I'm putting in every week. So I don't think it's worth it. So I will look for another platform. One or two of you joined in on this, and you know, I don't make the rules, but if you're feeling the same as me, we'll find another one. My main shares are with Trading 212. Now I would pay them, because I think that whole platform is so much better than this one, but we'll find another one. Obviously I don't want to use Trading 212 because I can't show you what I'm doing, because it's got all my other stuff on that I do personally and privately. So yeah, a bit weirder. Good idea, Adrian. Yeah, I just read that comment. Sell them as torch batteries and sell some torches that can take them to cover yourself. Don't accept responsibility for vape. Good idea. Yeah, that's probably the best way, isn't it? Probably is the best way. Mr. Intense, you could always kick next door's cat. Well, I could do, couldn't I? Have they got a cat? Not sure. Mark Trigwell, I'm obsessed with what's happening in Ukraine, worried that this is going to get huge. I am too. And what is it with these leaders? North Korea just sent a missile over Japan, haven't they? What is it with them sticking their chests out? Stop it. I don't get it. I don't get it in this day and age. Why aren't we more grateful for what we've got? Why do we want land grabs on other people? You know, absolutely nuts. Stupid. My opinion. No one will listen to me, of course, but that's my opinion. Craig, behave. Fogstar used to put a torch with orders. Don't know if they still do. I have about 5 of them. Oh, I didn't know that, Rufus. Didn't know that. Boris is back. Bring back Boris. Yeah, I wonder how many people are saying Boris weren't so bad, really, was he? Now we got Miss Truss. Mrs. Truss. Mind you, she thought she was Miss because she had an affair, didn't she? But yeah, now we've got her. I wonder. Politics taking a downhill these days for good reason. Yeah. There you go, Craig. See, we all have these little moments, don't we, where we have a little lapse, but you've realised. Not for long, I'm sure. Craig, not for long indeed. I just read your next comment. Yeah, it's pretty much what I just said. Pretty much what I just said. Was there anything else on a serious note I want to say? Oh, there was one thing. Neil Roberts, let's just read this one out. Mark, did you watch BBC News with their views on vaping? Not good. No, I didn't. I saw the one on Anglia the other day that said they were actually promoted it, you know, or said how much better it was for people that vaped, but not good on BBC. I can only. Is it going to come from Disposal? I haven't watched it. I might watch it on You can get a catch up news on catch up, I think, can't you? So no, I didn't watch that. Didn't watch it. What's this? I hear reports are in something to do with yielding results. Local MP for Irvine, after watching same, knew we all did. So I'm not sure I'm with you there, Kenny. Wasn't discouraging with their 70s radio, dude. No, they weren't at all. That's it, Craig. You slow down. You slow down. Mister, it's about time you done your Wolf of Wall Street thing, Mark. What? I've done it. Yeah, I've done it. It's because I'm behind on chat. Wolf of Wall Street. Well, at least I'm in profit. You look where the Nasdaq is this year, and I'm still in profit. How's your Bitcoin doing? Oh, not good. God, anyone who joined the party on that 60,000's kicking themselves, I think, right now. The battery thing is sorted with the G Class 2. Not a problem at all. It wasn't present from dear Diane Abbott. Right, skipping down a bit now. Has COVID started yet? Oh, they've started this report on that, haven't they? Oh, what is the point? Honestly, it's going to go on for years and years, and what's it actually going to achieve? Put that money into some nurses, please. Do something. Not that. And that's not. See, you come out with a comment like that, and then someone who's lost someone to COVID is going to say, "No, I want to see the report," and I get that fully. But you know, a lot of me thinks it was a uncharted territory for everyone, wasn't it? Mistakes were bound to happen. But anyway, we won't go there. Let's reverse out of that road and go down a different one. Piff to Stewart. Kenny, only 3 milligram. Piff to Dillman. 3 milligram hardcore. Yeah, I'd send it to Laurie. Laurie's not been in chat tonight. I thought she would have been. But I don't think Laurie would vape it. I don't think so. But, you know, 3 milligram bath salts are powerful beyond measure. So is no one. See, that just goes to show you not a load of free stuff grabbing idiots in this chat. You're not at all, like, because no one's actually, please sir, can I have it? At all. But it's a sincere offer by me. I'll happily, someone who's like, oh, I'm not sure, try it. But also, some say Mark still has Jesus' first manuscripts on there. On where? Kenny. Daniel's in a diverse mood. There you go. Very diverse, Daniel. Celebrating the millennium. No, I just remember, and I look at stupid stuff as well. Watching the telly, and I'll pick out the most ridiculous thing on television that Tina just looks at me and shakes her head. Like, how did you even notice that? Like, I think we were watching something the other day, and they had cameras on the walls, and they're saying they didn't know it had been there. I thought, well, you've got a camera on the wall, I can see it. Talk about bad plot. But anyway. The camel stepping out on the Kenya. That was about Rufus, I think. Not Rufus, but Laurie. To go with your skull, get the burner phone or the burner phone. Evening, Mark. Chat. Evening, Mike. Hope you're well. And because I'm behind in chat, hopefully you just saw the shares thing. If not, have a crafty look later. Sure, it's Mike. He did the shares as well. I just said, if you missed it, I said something about the free share thing that I'm not happy about, and you probably got the same messages as well. You're probably not happy either about having to subscribe to their payment of £5 a month. Poor. Daniel called market manipulation. That was for the silver, I guess. Yeah, but 9% in a day? How does that happen? 9% is massive. I think it's the highest silver's gone up in one day since 2008. And we all know what happened in 2008, don't we? So, that's is that on its way? How do you know? Is this just one final before? Kenny's got a shoot. Good night, Kenny. Thanks for tuning in. Right, okay. I think we're nearly at the bottom of chat. I'm getting stocks in eggs and chickens. Don't know. I'll go to the chicken or the eggs later, Kenny. Adrian, hold on to the shares until stock market gains confidence. Yeah, but I'm just talking about on that. I'll still put them somewhere else, but I'm just talking about on that platform. I don't see why I should pay them £5 a month, especially when they entice you in and call it free shares. I think that's bad. Poor. Very poor. Rufus is off. Good night, Rufus. Oh, does Stuart want it? The Virginia? If you're still in chat, Stuart, Dill, then yell out if you want it. And yeah, Mark Trigwell's trying to get Daniel to come on as a joint caster. That'll be good. And Daniel's response. I'll let you all read that one. Great show, Mark. Thanks for going solo this evening. I appreciate it. Can't be easy. No, it's the worst part, Mark, is my mother, and that it gets in your head. You know, I was over there a lot lately, and having to keep picking her up off the floor where she falls over and things of that sort. It's becoming a real worry. So yeah, but she's 90, bless her. Stuart Dill, do I get yes or no? Yeah, you can have it, Stuart, if you want it. If you want it, you fancy trying it, you never tried it before, you've got a purpose for it, you've got someone that you think you can get off the fags with it, or for whatever your reason is, you're very welcome to it. Sold. Free of charge. Stuart Dill. There, we had a competition. The right man won. I think I've got your details, Stuart, but if not, email me info@naturevape.co.uk and we'll get it sorted. How to claim? We don't have to claim. I'll give it to you. So not a problem. Wash your hands and always wear a condom. Mr. Intense. Wise words. Adrian, thank you, Mark. Naturevape and chat. The only other thing I wanted to mention, which I keep meaning to mention other weeks, Royal Mail, I think they had 19 strikes planned between now and the end of the year, including Black Friday. So I've put DPD as an option on the shipping. So if you, rather than quickly skip through it and go, yeah, Royal Mail first class, ding, 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 and check out, just pause, because DPD is on there. If you do want it quicker, you know, when a strike is looming, then select that. Now, how do I explain it? I generate the postage labels through Shopify, which is my website platform is Shopify. And so I buy them from Shopify. I then have to take them to a drop-off centre, which is not a problem. We've been having, like, I took 13 odd yesterday, I think. So I don't mind doing that. You're not putting me out. But the only thing is, if I get there late, it might not go that day. It might go the day after. So just bear that in mind. You know, if you think, oh, it still says a sort of drop-off centre. That's why I've taken it, but I might have missed the driver that swept by to pick them up that day. Usually take them into Morrison's or somewhere. That I try and use Morrison's because that's the busiest one, and I think they'll go to the busier one rather than some little corner shop. So it's there as an option. I don't want to get rid of Royal Mail at all, and if they hadn't gone on strike, I wouldn't even have put DPD as an option. But I know for some people it's important. They want to buy something, like they run out of juice or whatever. You know, they don't want to wait for a 2-day strike and then the backlog the day after. So it's there as an option. I'm not getting into the politics really of whether they should or shouldn't be on strike. They've obviously got their reasons for it. You know, I find it, as a business, I find it frustrating that it affects me and loads of other people. And some people that are perhaps struggling with their business, that could be enough to make them chuck the towel in. So I think there's a lot here, a lot at play. But for you, the customer, that option is now there. You know, up to you if you use it or not. But I meant to say that the other week, and I don't know if I said it or not. I'm not sure. I had it on a list over there, and I'm not sure if I said it or not. Late back, Curly Chew, good evening. You are late on parade, Curly Chew. Just back from the pub. Nice pint. Stuart's emailed me. Thank you, Stuart. We'll get that sorted. Mark Trigwell, I support the Royal Mail strikes. They work hard and get awful pay for the work. That's exactly what I just said. The politics of it, I don't know. The outcome of it, I do know. The outcome is we all need to find an alternative. And, you know, if they're going to go on strike. Do I support the strike? Not really. I have to say I don't, because that's probably a selfish not really. But I just think surely there's a better way of resolving something. I suppose if talks don't work, then you have to say, right, well, then this is the action we're taking. So, don't know. There's so many, the balance that one. I neither support it nor don't support it. There you go. I'm right on the fence. But yeah, I guess they aren't striking for no reason. So yeah, I do get that. I do understand. It's nice to say thanks and please, Stuart, buddy. Just saying. I don't know what that's about. Oh, it's he has, look. Thanks, Mark. Thanks for the gift. No, it's fine, Stuart. If you know, and if that's something that you like, brilliant. It's gone to the right place. So I was a few minutes late starting, and I'm a few minutes late finishing. So I don't know where's that hour and a half gone. That hour and a half has just dissolved, doesn't it? Just casual chat. And I haven't even had any of my drink. Going to now. Right, you are. Okay, well, I think that's it. No one else is in chat that's got any questions. Thanks for all your input tonight. I really enjoyed tonight. It's sometimes just a nice little break for me as well. It's a chill, isn't it? Just having a chat about vaping, and it's a bit like being in a pub, really, and you're just chewing the cud. But that's what cows do, isn't it? But there you go. Yeah, so thanks for all your input, your questions, your support. And until next time, there is some news coming, actually, by the way. La Tabacaria, 3 new things coming. More about that next time. So until next time, take care. Thanks for watching. Stay safe. Bye.